Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at the future of AI, and folks, it feels like it's being pulled in three totally different directions at once. You've got this mad dash for dominance by corporations, a spooky new kind of cyber threat lurking in the background, and governments just trying to figure out how to write the rulebook for all of it.
And it really all boils down to one huge question, right? Is this incredible, rapid advance in AI a race towards something amazing, a new kind of danger, or, and let's be real, is it probably both, happening at the exact same time?
So, let's tackle that first force head-on, the absolutely intense corporate race to build the next generation of AI. And believe me, that competition is heating up like you wouldn't believe. Right at the center of this storm is Meta, with their new Superintelligence Labs. And get this, they're on a super tight deadline. The goal is to get a powerful new model, which they're calling Llama 4X, out the door by the end of 2025.
So why the big hurry?
Well, Meta's pushing this hard because their previous models, the Llama series, kind of got dinged by critics. They just weren't performing well enough in really key areas like coding, reasoning, and even just following instructions, especially when you put them side by side with the competition.
So yeah, the pressure is definitely on. With that late 2025 target, Meta has this shrinking window to fix things and actually deliver a model that can truly compete. The clock is ticking, for sure.
Okay, so that's the corporate race. But this constant push for more and more capable AI, it's creating a second, very different kind of problem. A dangerous one that's, frankly, a little unsettling for all of us.
As these AIs get smarter, cybersecurity experts are starting to sound the alarm about a totally new kind of threat. They're calling it a zero-day AI attack. And look, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is a real possibility that security pros are taking very, very seriously right now. So what makes this so different? Well, think of it this way. We're used to generic malware, which is kind of like a shotgun blast. It's predictable and targets weaknesses we already know about. These new autonomous AI attacks, they're more like a sniper. They could be custom-made, adaptive, and target unique weaknesses that nobody even knows exist yet. It's a whole new ballgame. I mean, just imagine the process for a second. An AI agent could, all by itself, scope out a target, find a one-of-a-kind vulnerability, build a custom attack from scratch, launch it, and then, poof, cover its own tracks. It's like a completely autonomous ghost hacker. Now, the good news is, people aren't just sitting back and watching this happen. In response to this emerging threat, we're seeing this huge surge of investment into a whole new category of defensive tools. The industry is calling it AI Detection and Response, or AIDR, and it's all designed specifically to fight back against these autonomous agents. So, with the big tech companies racing forward and creating these new risks, a third major force is stepping into the ring: government regulators. And they're starting to ask some very tough questions. Over in the US, the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC, has kicked off a formal investigation into these AI chatbots that are built to be our friends, our companions. They're especially focused on the risks they could pose to kids. And trust me, this is not a small inquiry. The FTC is using its full legal authority to demand internal information from 5 of the biggest names in the AI game. We're talking Alphabet, Meta, Snap, OpenAI, and X.AI. I mean, these are the developers behind the most popular AI tools and social platforms in the entire world. These are the giants. At the heart of what the FTC is worried about is the potential for things like emotional harm, misinformation, and even abuse, especially for younger users who might be forming these really deep connections with an AI. So when you put all of that together, the race for superintelligence, the emergence of new risks, and the reaction from regulators, what you get is this fundamental tension, this huge tug of war that is shaping the entire future of AI as we speak. And this brings us right to the core of the problem. It's all a balancing act. It's about trade-offs. Just look at that first one, speed versus safety. Of course we want faster innovation. That's progress. But the faster you go, the higher the potential for serious harm if something goes wrong. Every single one of these is a similarly difficult choice. And that really leaves us with the million-dollar question, doesn't it? As we all try to walk this tightrope between mind-blowing innovation and very real risks, who is actually in the driver's seat here? Who ultimately gets to decide the direction for this incredibly powerful technology? And maybe, more importantly, are they making the right calls?